Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today it is Make It Monday. And I have a super cute K-cup holder to show you today that you can use for your fall gift giving or even Christmas or really any occasion that you have coming up that you would like to give a little gift. And maybe your recipient loves coffee like I do. And I have some pumpkin spice K-cups here, and I thought that is perfect for the fall season, and it went so well with the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper because the piece I used had pumpkins and gourds on it. So what better paper to use with my pumpkin spice K-cups than the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper? So let me make sure that we are good. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Looks like, yep, I got some on. So perfect, we will get started. Let me switch the camera. All right, so here is what we're going to create. Isn't that adorable? Got some paper stuck to my hand. Isn't that It's got the pumpkin spice K-cups, a little gather together. What a cute little gift that you could even put in the mailbox, give to the bus driver, teacher gift, maybe the UPS man, set it out for them. Just so cute. I created this with the celebration tidings. It's the celebration labels. And then I paired it with the gather together. But for today's sample, I'm going to use just the Celebration Tidings bundle. So the Celebration Tidings bundle has a stamp set, and then it also has the Celebration Labels die. So you can pair it with as many or different stamp sets as you like, but today I'm going to just stick with this one, and then you're also going to need the layering circles dies. All right, so let's start with the box for the K-cups. This little box right here to put your K-cups in. So you're going to use, I use the Gilded Autumn, like I said, specialty paper. It's got that gold foiling in it, but it also had the pumpkins and the gourds in there, so I thought that went great with my pumpkin spice K-cups. So that's what I'm using today, and so the coordinating cardstock color with that was the Cajun Craze. Now you're going to need 2 pieces of Cajun Craze. One is 4 and 4.5 by 6.5, and the other is 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. Don't worry about writing down all the instructions because if you go to my blog, www.thestampcamp.com, I have the PDF file on there that you can download and print out. Then to get this one, with the holes, what I did was I placed a sticky note on a piece of leftover from the side here and die cut it out with my circle die. And then I took the sticky note circle and placed it on here, die cut it out, and so that I have nice even placement. I can see right where that hole is going to go. You line your die right back over it, and it works like a charm. But one thing, you will lose your score lines. So you can either, I score before, so I know I'm staying within the perimeter. But after it's run through your die cutting machine a couple times, the score lines kind of fade away. So I'm going to go back in and score this again. Going to score all 4 sides at 1 inch on both papers. Really comes together very quick and easily. And it's just a nice little something. I mean, you could even put it at Thanksgiving, put one by each table place setting, and they can have their own little K-cups there. So I'm going to cut up on my score line, and then I'm just going to cut out just a little, ever so little, just to kind of V that in a little bit. It helps for folding. I'm going to do that on both sides. and on both pieces. Thanks for watching, Julie. So you're going to do that on both sides. You're going to kind of just go in on an angle and take just ever so little bit out, kind of V that. Just like that. And you're going to do that on both of these. So let's get these done. I'm sure you've done this before when you've created other boxes. It really, really helps in folding. And we're going to come up on this side. Oops. I cut away from the tab side too, if you're wondering where I cut. So like the tab. All right, then the next thing is just to fold on all those score lines. Pumpkin spice is one of my favorites for the fall. I love anything pumpkin, really. Pumpkin soup, ugh, love pumpkin soup. Yummy, yummy. In our store here, they sell roasted pumpkin soup with apple. Oh, it is delish. So fold on all those score lines. Then you're going to just fold those tabs in like so and bring up the sides to create a little box like that. So let's get that done. I'm going to use my liquid glue. No, just because of I did use my liquid glue on the box that I created, but then I have to hold it for a while, and so this goes a little bit quicker, so I don't have to sit and hold it. And this new stamp and seal is pretty sticky stuff, so it works pretty good. So this is the bottom of my box. We're going to do the same to the top where the K-cups go. And fold that up. Just like that. This slips over the top, so there you have your little box for your K-cups. Now I did not seal mine together, but I suppose if you wanted to, you could add a little liquid glue along the side, just so it's not going to move once it's together. I did not do this on my sample, but it's easy enough to do. Kind of fold that in like that. Hello, hello. Thanks for sharing. Again, if you see something new, you like it, make sure that you share it. If you are new to my Facebook page or YouTube channel, The Stamp Camp, make sure that you like, follow, and turn on notifications so you know when I go live. So there's our little K-cup holder. They fit nicely down in there, just like that. Cute. Now we're going to decorate it up with those celebration label dies. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the largest one and you're going to die cut that out of a piece of Cajun Craze. Then you're going to take the second one from the largest and you're going to die cut your Designer Series paper that you use. Now, because my print, I cut mine for my sample out of one sheet and then I cut it in half, and then I'll show you how to cut it. But my half piece here, because this is going upside down, because it's like this, and you cut it in half. When I put it on my box, they were upside down. So what I did was I cut half sections. So I cut this in half, and then I did another half section. So I cut them in sections so they're all going to be facing the right way. But on my sample, you really can't see that they're upside down because I have that little banner going across there. Okay, so now with your big piece, you're going to use these perfectly indented ends there and cut that in half. That is exactly half. All right, so there's your back side. And then on your bottom, I want you to cut an inch off. So you're going to line it up at 1 inch and you're going to cut it down. And you're going to do the same thing with your designer paper. So line it up at the 1 inch. And cut that off. All right. So I don't know about you, but when I was creating this and I put this is the headboard and this is the footboard. And I thought if I made this longer, I could make a little Barbie bed for Sophia. You just make that, probably use like a 12 by 12 sheet and have it long, and you'd have a little Barbie bed, headboard, footboard. Maybe that's just me, but that's what I seen. All right, so now we're going to attach these. Maybe my kids were the only ones that had headboards that were scallopy like that. I don't know. But I seen a footboard and a headboard. So now I just want to make that, it's a little off center where the liquid glue would be nice, but because then it would move. But I will line this up. That looks good. Now you're going to attach that to the back side and then this to the front side, just like that. So I'm going to just put some, I'm going to take my K-cups out and I'm going to just put some liquid glue along the back here. And it pretty much is across the back. You just have a little bit showing on each side of your box, but it's a pretty good match. And we're going to do the same on the front. Just make sure it's straight across the bottom. Looks good. All right, and then you can dress it up however you like. If you wanted to, you could put a little tag at the top here. What I did was I wanted to stick with the same stamp set because this is the bundle, remember, with your dies that you need in the stamp set. So you could do this with the Christmas, you can do the Happy Haunting. What I did was I did the Just For You, stamped it with the Cajun Craze, die cut it out with the circle dies, and then had the scallop circles. I don't know why my laptop always shuts down. There we go. So we're going to assemble these two together. This time I had to do a little bit bigger circle because of the wording. And then I just cut a strip of gold foil. And I'm going to use the new banner Pick-a-Punch. And place that in there. Flip it over, make sure that it looks pretty centered. Do the same with the other side. And then I'm going to attach it just like this. So make sure that that looks straight. Looks good. Then I'm going to take my dimensionals and come across across here, just like that. And place that just like that. So we got just for you with your pumpkin spice K-cups or the gather together. So this one would be cute to set around everybody's plates at Thanksgiving, and you could put another tag up at the top with their name on it. So it's like a name plate K-cup holder, and then they can make their coffees. You could put pumpkin spice, you could put another flavor in there and just do different flavors. But that is your Make It Monday project for today. It's the Gilded Autumn Specialty Paper. I thought it went awesome with the pumpkin spice, but you could use any of the plaids, the pumpkin-y, or not pumpkin-y, but the fall type plaid prints that we have. But that is it for today. Again, the PDF file can be found on my blog, www.thestampcamp.com. The direct link is under Show More on YouTube, and it's at the top of the video in Facebook. So that is it for today. If you need any of the supplies, I would appreciate it if you placed your order with me. And this is the hostess code for this month. And if you have any questions, let me know. But that is it for Make It Monday. Thanks so much, and remember to share if you liked it. Send me those hearts. That's it for today. Thanks for stopping by.